In this video we are going to talk about stocks that pay monthly dividends. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Monthly dividend stocks are useful in today's situation. The majority of dividend stocks pay out quarterly, and the majority of bonds pay out twice a year. Monthly dividend stocks and funds, on the other hand, have a payment plan that corresponds to the mortgage, utility bills, and other monthly expenses. Rachel Klinger, president of McCann Wealth Strategies in State College, Pennsylvania, says, "We'd never consider purchasing a stock solely because it pays a monthly dividend. However, monthly dividend stocks can be a good addition to a portfolio and can help an investor's income stream become more consistent. Hopefully, 2021 would be very different from 2020. With a COVID vaccine predicted to be widely available within a few months, life should be returning to a more normal state. Dividend payers and value stocks in general, which have suffered this year, should benefit from this." Today, we'll look at 11 of the best monthly dividend stocks and funds to invest in for 2021. You'll see a few similarities across the selection. Real estate investment trusts, REITs, business development companies, BDCs, and closed-end funds are the most popular monthly payers, CEFs. Many of them even have extraordinarily high yields, many times higher than the sector average. As a result, this list isn't especially diverse, and it doesn't constitute a complete portfolio. As a result, you don't want to invest all of your money in stocks that pay monthly dividends. They will, however, fill a significant void by providing income security. Number 5. Main Street Capital. Main Street Capital, Maine, $32.44, is a Houston-based best-in-class business development firm that offers equity and debt capital to smaller and middle-market businesses. A portfolio investment's total size is just $13 million. There are businesses that have outgrown their local bank or the Small Business Administration, SBA, but aren't yet large enough to have direct access to Wall Street. They need a middleman, such as Maine, to intervene and provide the capital they need to expand. Given that the COVID recession has wreaked havoc on Main Street, it's a little ironic that we're buying something called Main Street. The stay-at-home economy has been particularly problematic for small service companies. But keep in mind that we're looking forward to 2021. Main Street Capital has done an excellent job of staying afloat through one of the most tumultuous periods in American history, and as things return to normal next year, Main should be one of the best monthly dividend stocks. Main Street's business model is unique in that it pays a small monthly dividend and then tops it up twice a year with incentive payouts. This is a prudent tactic, since it avoids Main from having to reduce its daily payout in difficult times, such as in 2020, when the company paid no special dividends. That's fine. They'll return. In the meantime, Main's daily monthly dividend remains at a generous 7.6%. Number 4. Dynex Capital. Mortgage REITs, MREITs, are typically a sleepy market niche. They invest in mortgage bonds and other mortgage securities, leverage the returns a bit, and then distribute the proceeds to their investors as large dividends. In March, when it seemed that the world was ending, the model was put under a lot of pressure. Credit markets froze, bond market liquidity froze, and several mortgage REITs found themselves in the awkward situation of having to sell otherwise high-quality, performing assets at fire sale rates in order to satisfy margin calls. Also, high-quality operators like Dynex Capital, DX, $18.03, were hammered by the sector's raging uncertainty. Dynex had lost almost two-thirds of its value by the time it hit bottom in March. The stock has been gradually growing since then, and it is now nearly at break-even for the year. And it's not unreasonable to anticipate that the stock will begin to rise in 2021. The Federal Reserve purchases agency mortgage securities, which make up 95% of Dynex's portfolio. In a low interest rate environment, investors are expected to flock to mortgage REITs in 2021. Dynex, as one of the top-paid monthly dividend stocks with an annual yield of 8.7%, looks particularly appealing. Meanwhile, BTIG analyst Eric Hagen, buy, believes the company will generate returns of 9% to 11% at current leverage, and even higher if credit spreads expand. Number 3. Stag Industrial. The pandemic didn't affect all REITs. Some did well, also seeing a rise in demand for their assets. Take Stag Industrial, Stag, $29.73. for example, a pioneer in light industrial and logistical properties like distribution centers. Stag is a posh new economy landlord posing as a stodgy old economy landlord. E-commerce operation accounts for around 40% of its portfolio, with Amazon.com, AMZN, being the single largest tenant. We're all aware that Amazon is attempting to take over the planet. We might take advantage of this pattern by being Jeff Bezos' landlord. Stag has a lot of room to expand. And after a huge increase in 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, e-commerce accounts for just about 16% of all retail sales. Furthermore, the logistical environment is extremely fragmented. Stag's management puts the size of their business at about $1 trillion, with Stag making up just around 0.5% of that. This isn't a stock that will make you rich overnight. However, that isn't the point. Stag could be one of the best monthly dividend stocks for 2021 if you're looking for a stable stock to invest in for the next decade or more. It's a tiny, conservatively funded business in a wide and rising market. It also pays a healthy monthly dividend of nearly 5%. Not too shabby. Number 2. LTC Properties. LTC Properties, LTC, $38.67, a monthly dividend rate, had a difficult year in 2020 as well. LTC is a developer that specializes in senior living properties and skilled nursing facilities, with a portfolio that is roughly evenly divided between the two. The COVID pandemic wreaked havoc on nursing homes, and it continues to do so today. The elderly are especially vulnerable to the virus's effects, and true social isolation is difficult when residents need routine medical care. We'll never know the exact number, but it's fair to say that a large number of would-be senior residents have decided to put off moving into a senior living facility because of virus concerns. It's important to note, though, that this, too, will pass. While the coming months will be difficult, the longer-term demographic patterns in this area are promising. In the coming years, the aging of the baby boomers is expected to generate unparalleled demand for senior living and nursing home assets, which LTC will be ready to accommodate. Meanwhile, you can get nearly 6% from this monthly dividend portfolio with a high yield. Number 1. Realty Income. Realty Income, $61.26, must be included in every list of monthly dividend stocks. While many REITs pay monthly dividends, this company's monthly payout is so important to its reputation that it has trademarked the nickname, the Monthly Dividend Company. Realty Income is currently yielding about 4.6%, which isn't bad. But it's the stock's consistency that makes it so appealing as a long-term income investment. Realty Income has paid 604 consecutive monthly dividends and increased the dividend for 92 consecutive quarters as of this writing. The dividend has risen at a compound annual growth rate of 4.5% since its initial public offering, IPO, in 1994. The year 2020 hasn't been easy for Realty Income as a retail landlord. Gym chains LA Fitness and Lifestyle Fitness, as well as movie theater chains AMC Entertainment, AMC, and Regal Cinemas, are among the building's top 11 tenants. It should go without saying that since the pandemic, these types of companies have had a difficult time. However, this is also why Realty Income is a promising investment for 2021. The COVID vaccine should be administered at least partly by the middle of the year. When the pandemic fades, Realty Income's most vulnerable tenants should be able to rebound quickly. Meanwhile, one of the best monthly dividend stocks for 2021 is available at prices last seen in 2016. What are your thoughts on our video? Have you invested in any dividend stock? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.